The 2015 Bilderberg conference has begun over in Austria. It's basically an Illuminati mafia meeting. It's been considered to be a conspiracy theory and an urban legend for decades by the gatekeeping mainstream media. But now, because of social media, because of the rise of the popularity of alternative news outlets like InfoWars.com and now the Drudge Report covering the event, major media outlets around the world have to now at least admit that the Bilderberg group is real, that the world's most powerful men do gather in a hotel that's shut down for 3 days and surrounded by armed guards and privacy and security fences to just have a little secret meeting about the course of the world. The only media outlets so far, major media outlets to cover it, have been the foreign press, which aren't quite as controlled as the American major mainstream media. The London Telegraph asks, what is the secret Bilderberg group? The London Guardian, major paper over there, sent the journalist to cover it, Charlie Skelton, who was awoken at midnight by police who entered his hotel room, demanded to see his passport, and then inspected his vehicle. How dare a reporter from a major news outlet have questions about why 100 of the world's most powerful men are meeting in secret in a big hotel that's shut down and surrounded by armed guards? You just go and cover the Kardashians. Why don't you? And so far, the only American major media outlet to cover it has been CNBC. Now, this might change in the coming days. It's only day one of Bilderberg. But at this point, the American major media has to at least admit that the Bilderberg group is real. Otherwise, it's going to be quite obvious that they're covering it up, because you can't say that it's not newsworthy. You can't say that it's not an interesting story. And so the American major media, they have some answering to do about their gatekeeping and their media blackouts over the last 60 years. But so far, the only coverage in America has been on CNBC, which aired this video, which was produced by a foreign entity.
The G7, if there's one party leaders want to be invited to, it's Bilderberg. That's where world leaders from politics to industry discuss. Well, we have no clue what they discuss because Bilderberg is an invite-only, ultra-secret conference where the press is not allowed, no minutes are released, and security is super tight.
I would be curious to see what it is that they're talking about. And, in recent years, they now have been smoked out of their cave. But here is a clip from Sean Hannity, who supposedly, just has his finger on the pulse of politics around the world. This is a phone call I made to him a few years ago, where I had to bypass the phone screener by feeding them a bogus question. And asked Sean Hannity this live on the air.
Anyway, thanks for the call, Mark, KFMB, San Diego. Next, Sean Hannity Show. How are you, Mark?
Pretty good, but with all this economic crises going on and everybody looking for answers and blame, I was wondering if you could talk about the Bilderberg group and the role that they play in the global economy and geopolitics.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Let's go to Amy in Cincinnati, 55 KRC. What's up, Amy?
Hey, Sean, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Great. I just wanted to let you know you're a great American.
Thank you. You're a great American.
You're a terrible American, Sean Hannity. I mean, quite obviously he's gatekeeping. It's absurd to think that one of the top talk show hosts in America would have no clue about the Bilderberg group. Obviously, he's following in line with their oath of secrecy. So far, like I said, I mean, really the only place to get some decent information about it would be InfoWars.com, which has reporters over there. My friend Luke Radowski from We Are Change is over there covering it as well. And so far it has been discovered that they have deployed a Stingray, which is the secret device that the FBI has been using to basically spoof cell phone towers so that they can monitor all communications in the area. And here's a photo of this Stingray device so that the security forces can monitor who it is that's in the area and easily monitor their communications. So subscribe to my channel if you're new. And like I said, so far the only places that are covering it in the mainstream have been foreign press, the Irish Times, some local papers here, the local, Austria's news in English. Never mind the G7, which just happened. It's Bilderberg time. So we might be able to smoke some of the major mainstream media mockingbirds out of their holes and get them to cover it. But, of course, they will never do so without the mention that conspiracy theorists are paranoid. So if you want to learn the history, the details about Bilderberg's plans, pick up my new book, The Bilderberg Group Facts and Fiction. Get it in paperback from Amazon.com or download it onto your e-reader or your tablet. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're new. Stay tuned. Bilderberg coverage coming all week.